Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first ever monthly industry standards report. So, some of you may have seen, some of you may have not. On the Brew Resourceful website, there is an Are You Resourceful form to fill out, where you basically submit some textbook resourcefulness metric data, and in return, you get a report based on where you rank currently against the industry standard. And this report is all of those results combined into one monthly standards report, which can be downloaded directly from our website. If you go www.brewersresourceful.com/Brewers Toolbox, and you will find this report ready to download. As I said, it's the first one ever, so the statistical analysis is exceedingly basic because there just isn't the data to compare it to. So we're just going to smash through this one, nice and easy. But I think there are some interesting takeaways. So we actually had 19 submissions this month, which is great. You know, that really projects us onto a really good, healthy number at the end of the year. So we need to keep those data being submitted. The smallest output from a brewery that submitted today was 800 hectoliters, and the largest output was 1 million hectoliters, which is pretty cool. All hectoliters that we discuss are packaged volume. I know as brewers that we love to talk about work produced because it sounds better, but if you're ever needing a volume to leverage against another result, it should always be packaged volumes that incorporates the wasted volume that shouldn't be included. So we're going to go through the report. As I said, very basic, very easy, but some also probably borderline primary school level statistical analysis that I had certainly forgotten a long time ago. So we're going to go through the mean, the medium, and then a bit of standard deviation. So the mean is the sum of everything submitted divided by the number of results, and the medium is the middle value. So it's all ordered and smack bang in the middle. The main difference is that a mean gets skewed by an outlier, and a median is just the middle value. So if there's an outlier either way, it won't affect the data. So from here, you can basically assess if there was an outlier pulling that mean in one direction. And the standard deviation is the average amount of deviation from the mean. So Brewhouse efficiency, everything's looking pretty good. 88% efficiency is the standard, it seems, of the brewers that have submitted data at the moment. And the standard deviation is 5.4%, which is actually quite high. So it means there's really not a lot of repeatability and a lot of consistency between breweries. So some are really high, some are low, and generally it's quite far apart, which is quite interesting. Water consumption, as I just said, the mean and the median are actually quite different, and this is where it's quite interesting. So there was one outlier that was submitted that was substantially higher than the rest. This actually could have been traced back to a leak, so it's quite interesting exactly where this reporting works. Submitting data, and then I do the analysis, and we can say like, look, this is looking unhealthy. Is there an issue? And they're like, maybe they detected a leak. So exactly where this is for. So I think it's really, really good. But whenever you see that difference between the mean and medium, it's obviously an outlier pulling it one way or the other. And then we move to electricity. So again, pretty consistent. We're looking at about 33 kilowatt hours per hectoliter package volume, with a reasonably big standard deviation as well. I think you'll notice in the standard deviations across all of the board here that actually there isn't a lot of consistency between breweries, which is really quite interesting. So there are some that really good on gas, really low on gas, really high on electricity, or low on water, high in brewhouse efficiency. It's really interesting. I will make a point that for the gas consumption, there is only 4 bits of data because that was when it was recently added into reporting. So a very small data pool for the gas, but it looks about in line with our with some of the benchmarking tools and other reports I've seen along the way. So it's looking about right. And the same with the CO2. It actually seems to have come down quite a bit over the years. If you look at some of the historical CO2 consumption per package hectoliter, and we all probably take the educated guess as why that is, because the supply was so low and the cost is so high. So it seems really interesting to just basically analyze everything from a broad picture. Next month will be much better because there'll be month-to-month comparisons, and we'll get much more charts and they're a little less like data-y, which it is at the moment. But I think it's a really interesting start, and something I'm very excited to keep up every month. So keep this report going. We need more data. So please share this video, share the report, tell friends, tell fellow brewers, and let's see how much data we can get, and let's see, how much we can actually save. The only way we're really going to tackle sustainability and resourcefulness of brewers is if we all chip in together. And this sort of thing, I hope, can help everyone put some context into the data that they collect. So please keep submitting results. Copy is available to download off the website. And if you have any sort of analysis you want doing or any feedback off the report, please let me know in any comments, direct messages, anything. I'm an open book, and I think it'll be really fun to make this sort of a communal report. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope you found it useful.